All right, what up? What up? It's your boy Chig, as you can see here by himself. It is the Chig and Ola Combat Show. Yes, I have. We have renamed the show. Joining me at the moment is just myself, just Chig. Quite honestly, I think Ola's having a little gathering. So I just said to him, "Listen, brother, I'm just gonna go live because I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to get to bed." So let's just talk about the fight. And yes, I might as well have just stayed in bed. I was kind of watching it on a bit of a. I was watching the whole card on a bit of a dodgy stream anyway, and then I got up especially to watch the Conor McGregor fight versus Cerrone, and I might as well have stayed in bed. I tell you, it took me longer to get out of bed than it did to watch the fight. Um, Yeah. There's no other way of putting it. Conor McGregor absolutely wrecked Cowboy Cerrone in 40 seconds. I mean, it is what it is. Um, if you didn't watch the fight, essentially what essentially happened was, I might as well describe it because it was 40 seconds. They met in the middle. They attempted to clash. Couple of shoulder barges seemed to rock Cowboy Cerrone. Um, I say shoulder barges. They weren't even shoulder barges. Shoulder shots, I guess, seem to just completely dismantle Cowboy Cerrone to the point where, like, his nose was busted, his face was busted. Then Cowboy attempted to clinch for dear life. Then they separated. Conor landed a beautiful kick to the neck and head. I mean, it was the kind of thing that we've seen Cowboy Cerrone do mostly. Cowboy Cerrone just backed all the way up, then kind of slouched onto the ground, and then Conor just essentially just pounded and ground, just hit him with a pound and ground all the way until Herb Dean waved it off. I mean, I'm gonna lie, it was a massacre. It was a massacre. I Part of me, the cynical part of me, says, Donald, enjoy that money because you've clearly earned it. You take from that whatever you will. But I say, Donald earned that money. Let's put it that way. I ain't gonna lie, there's part of me that really thinks that as well because it was just the way the fight played out. I didn't feel comfortable watching it at all. Like I know Donald is a slow starter, but my word, bruh. My word, bruh. Like, even from the first punch, Conor missed the first punch, Cowboy ducked it. So I thought, okay. But then it was just he was slow to every single attack. Um, I don't know. I was really disappointed generally. And Conor looked like the boss in there. He looked like yes, Cerrone looked like the bigger guy, but actually I thought Conor dominated the fight, and actually it was a wrap pretty much all the way until the end. But he performed well. Um, in typical fashion, it looks like Conor's back. He's strutting around the ring now, kind of saying, anybody could get it. Jorge was there. Usman was there. Usman, who, interestingly, during the night, his Twitter got hacked into. Some madman was tweeting the crap from his Twitter. My word. So, yeah, it is what it is. It looks like Conor McGregor is now 22-4. And judging by Dana's words, it looks like he has the next title shot. He has the winner out of Tony versus Khabib. It's a shame because I feel like he needs to do more to earn that fight, but we kind of are where we are. This is a business industry. From USC's point of view, they need to do that Khabib fight with Conor one more time because it did such huge numbers. That being said, if Tony wins, he throws a massive wrench into those plans. But I think that Khabib is seen as the favorite for a reason. I do think Khabib will win, but I also think he's going to get put through hell in order to do it. But let's see what happens. We'll see how we go. In terms of the rest of the fight card, we saw Holly Holm comfortably really retain her, I was going to say her title, but just her kind of, she won the fight against Raquel Pennington. It was a pretty close fight. The last fight was pretty close. And Raquel Pennington lost both of those fights. Pettis, I think, is pretty much done for him now. He lost today as well in the same card. And yeah, he didn't look amazing. I think it might be up for him in terms of top level fighting for Pettis. Usyk submitted Green as the other heavyweight fight. The other surprise of the card actually was Macy Barber. We didn't really talk about her in the preview, but Macy Barber lost a unanimous decision against Roxanne. I can't pronounce her name. It begins with M. She's always smiley. She always wears these goofy wigs on weigh-ins. She was like the sweetest woman at weigh-ins, but she's a bit of a beast in the cage. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Macy Barber got taught a lesson today. She got taught a real lesson today. Lost a good fight today. And lost her undefeated streak. Because I know people were talking about her being baby Ronda. Maybe she is, because she got her ass whooped today. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But you guys let me know what you think of the whole card. I know it's late, so there ain't that many people in here, but thank you for watching. See, I told you I'll be up to watch the fight. And look, I'm the one presenting the show. Where's Ola at? Knowing Ola the way I know Ola, my man is drunk with his boys, just chilling, talking about the fight, talking about future possibilities of fights. Told you I'll be up. I told you. So yes, give it to Ola next time you see him. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think of the fights. Is there any future fights in Conor that you're looking forward to? Is there anything that you think he will struggle with? Me personally, what would I like to see out of his next fight? I don't think he deserves another fight with Khabib. So I'm going to assume, I'm going to treat it as though Dana hasn't said anything. I'd love to see him and Masvidal. I'll be honest, I'd love to see him and Masvidal. Just from a fan's perspective, I'd love to see that fight. That would be interesting. I do think Masvidal is too big for him. I do think that. I do agree with that. I think Conor walks around usually at 180, 175 maybe. Masvidal, I think, walks around at 190 and cuts down. So I do think that will be a struggle for Conor, particularly in the fight. Masvidal has pretty good wrestling. Striking-wise, maybe Conor is the cleanest striker, but Masvidal is used to strikers. He's used to it. He's such a seasoned vet. But I would love to see that fight just because I think it'd be an entertaining fight. Usman, I don't want to see that fight. First of all, I think Usman is a nightmare matchup for Conor. A nightmare matchup. And Conor more or less agreed. The only thing that I think might eventually tempt him is the fact that, you know, it's a chance at doing something that no one else has been able to do. Can he win a third belt at a third different weight class? That is the real question. But yeah, I think from my perspective personally, I'd like to see Conor versus Masvidal. I don't want to see Conor Khabib again because I think Khabib will maul him again. But it is what it is. You guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the comments below. And as for Cerrone, he's already confirmed that he's not going to retire, that he wants to fight on. And he kind of heard everybody. What was funny about that in the interview, everyone was like, oh my gosh, he's still going to continue fighting after that. I mean, he's had 3 bad KO losses. I say KO losses because, yes, I know the Ferguson one was a TKO stroke doctor stoppage. I know. But let's just call it what it is. There were 3 bad stoppages, right? Gaethje knocked him the F out. You just saw what Conor did to him. And then Ferguson damn near changed his life, right? Those are 3 back-to-back-to-back. Like, I hope someone talks some sense into him. Don't get me wrong, yes, I think he's lost to 3 good guys. But it's also like you're at the point, like, well, what else are you looking to achieve in the sport? You kind of done everything you need to do. What is there left? So, from my perspective, I hope it calls time on it. But this is a hard game to walk away from. And I think perhaps as fans, we need to be more understanding of that, you know? But like Yabu says in the chat, I think everybody deep down knew that Cerrone was going to get whooped today. Everybody knew. Everybody knew deep down. There was a reason why so many people thought it was the perfect matchup for him. Because you don't want to fight. And I suppose that's where, I guess, fighting Masvidal would be a bad idea. Because Masvidal is equally as fast of a starter. And Masvidal is riding a big wave at the moment. He's at the point where he doesn't give 2 shits about the title. He just wants the absolute biggest payday possible. And nothing will motivate him more than to take out a Conor McGregor. But that's the fight I want to see. So I don't know. Me personally, let's see what happens. But yes, I suppose I better wrap things up here. Just to summarize, Conor McGregor's back, and he's wrecked Donald Cowboy Cerrone in 40 seconds with ground and pound. That's all I could say. I'm still in shock by how quick the fight was. And I ain't gonna lie, you'd be pissed if you paid for it. But it is what it is. Let me know, you guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, it's a brand new channel, guys. Brand new channel. So, you know how I normally say likes are important? Likes are extra important with this channel. So please do pump up the likes, hit the subscribe button. That would be great. Steelers Respecto 390 says, Conor is coming for Jorge. And Yabo says, Masvidal will wreck Conor. My boy thinks otherwise. Nah, Masvidal will wreck him. It's too big for him. It's too big for him. But anyway. Yabu says, credit to Conor, a shoulder bot win. A shoulder bot won. It really did. All right, guys. Please do hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I'm out of here. Me and Ola will be back, I would imagine, sometime in a couple of weeks to talk about 247 and then go from there. All right. Peace out. Peace.